Great, hello everybody. Welcome to PVRivers for Farming Simulator 25. Today is May 16th, 2025. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day. Please hit the like button, share the stream out, make a few friends, and just hang out and chill. Pretty much all we gotta do today. It looks like we are live. Everything is going good here. Let's double check here. I'm gonna focus on logging today, cleaning up these trees. We'll be doing some productions. We'll be looking at our barley and canola field a wee bit later. But I've got a mess to clean up. Go ahead and take care of that. All the logs on board. So hopefully everybody is having a fantastic Friday. Hey, it's you. Hello, Rocket. Welcome in, my friend. How are you doing? Happy Saturday or Friday? One of the two. Happy weekend. Go. I know you're from the future, so I'm gonna try to get all the logs picked up. I found a really cool show on YouTube. It's very similar to one of our shows. So we have a show called Ice Road Truckers. And it looks like they have like Outback truckers. I watched a bit of that. Very interesting. I actually saved the channel so I could watch more of it later on. Saturday? Yep. Excellent. Hopefully your Saturday's going well for you. For me, it's still Friday, at least for another 2 hours anyways. Put this in here. Yeah, I started watching it. I'm hooked. They're showing episodes for free on YouTube. So I'm like, okay. And it's interesting too because they use longer trucks and they're on haul roads that are, I don't know, a little sketchy. So I can get into that and the challenges of trying to get your truck through the wilderness. Yeah, I think we need to grab that. We're gonna just pull up ahead a little bit. Greg Plays, welcome in. Ah, thank you. Thank you for liking and sharing, my friend. Nope, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm glad that you gave me a like, so it definitely helps me. A little bit of sharing. It's gonna be pretty chill, I think, of a Friday for a live stream. I'm hoping I'll get what I need done. I really do need to get these logs out of here. Oh, so you guys should check out Farm Sim Freak. Give him a like, tell him I said hello. He is doing a massive I mean massive canola harvest and a multiplayer stream. They took an entire map and turned it into basically a canola harvest, so that he's got like a whole multiplayer crew doing it. And the best part of it is he's hosting the whole multiplayer session on an Xbox. So it's, I'm wondering whether or not if it's going to actually survive or not. Or his Xbox is going to start smoking or something, I don't know. Hello, Sydney. There you go. Happy Friday. You're in the same time zone as me. I had to think about that for a moment. Alright, there we go. I'm just going to do some lumber stuff here. Get most of this out of the way. It's September. And I'll have to check my productions because I do have bathtubs coming out. I've got... What else do I got coming out? Barrels, I think. I put that down, so we got that production going. So I'm super excited about that. Not sure how many piles I've got left here. Let's close that up. Brave Reaper, welcome in. How is your Friday going? Or actually, it might be Saturday for you as well, because you're on the East Coast. Probably 1 a.m., I think. We're just gonna chill. It's been a little bit. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Is that like saying so-so? Been a so-so kind of day? Half and half? Well, if it was sort of bad, hopefully it'll improve for you. My day's been going quite well. Haven't had any issues. Okay, let me see if I can lift this up and straighten this a bit. Not so good of a day for you either, Sydney, huh? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. At this point in juncture, if you're having a bad day, I highly recommend some comfort food. Treat yourself to something. That always makes me happy, having something yummy to eat. I treated myself today. Let's see here, what did I do today? So I got a 6-inch Subway sandwich. Did that. And I got myself a drink from Subway. A lavender oat latte. It's very flavorful. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, that's not good. I'm sorry to hear that, Grave. Having an intoxicated family member does not go very well. Especially if they can be very loud and obnoxious. But at least you're with your mom, so that's the main thing. Alright, gonna go here. Yep, you're welcome. You've been doing any more videos, Grave, or working on any new projects? I was gonna suggest something to you, because I did watch some of your videos. I noticed most of your videos that you've got posted just have a date on it. Like the date, I think probably the date that the footage was taken. You might want to edit the title to something a little bit more interesting or related. I was gonna mention that. His normal self after he woke up. Passed out, but you could tell that he was drunk. Oh, yeah. They call that hungover. Yeah, just when you get chance, just go in and edit your video titles. Something about what it is or what the event was, maybe, because most of them are like car events, right? That's what I would probably do, and then you might see more. It might allow the YouTube algorithm to pick up those videos and send it to people that are interested in that content. I think I don't think all of them have the date, but just double check them. There was at least more than one I know that had just the date. Just have to edit it. Because I was sitting there, I was like, these are pretty good videos. And then I was like, I wonder why they're not getting as many people viewing. And then I noticed the title. And I was like, oh, well, I better mention that to you the next time I see you. Okay. I have to hit C. And I empty this out. when it gets done, you should take pictures of it. Because, what was I going to say? You can do a video on it. Actually, probably do a video on it, I would say. Yeah, do a video. Am I going to make this under? Whoa. Yep, I made it. I have to go to the mill because there's too much in the paper area. But I can't wait to see it because cherry wood's a very beautiful wood, in my opinion. I think it'll look great. Also, handcrafted furniture, I always seem to like. It gives it like a natural look. And then it's something that you know will pretty much last forever. And something you can be proud of. I got on those videos. I got title on those videos. Okay, good. Yep. Yeah. Make sure you've got those on there. And also description. If you're not really good at doing a description, you can always use like an AI tool, like Copilot. Just ask Copilot, hey, can you make a description for me? And then it'll ask you, tell me a little bit about it, and you just give it a little bit of information, and it will spit out a description for you. But some sort of description needs to be put in there. Huh. $50 trucks in your collection. Wowzers. Yep, you can use that too. Yep. Especially if you can't really think of the right wording for a description, just use that. That'll help you out. And then you should be all set. Just hit save and it'll compile, and next you know it, you'll have it'll get out on the algorithm, because then with the title and the description put on the video, it helps YouTube decide where or who to send your video to. It's me. That's fine as long as it's relevant. The descriptions can be all the same if it's all the same material. But if there's anything specific on it, the only thing that I know with you, Rocket, is you play different games. So make sure that the description is relevant to the actual game you're playing. So just as a pro tip, because you said that they're pretty much, it's the same description each time, right? So just make sure it's relevant to the game you're playing. So as an example, like for me, if I'm playing Farming Simulator, I'll mention Farming Simulator in my description. If I'm playing World of Warcraft, I'll put World of Warcraft in the description. Okay, yep. And you're doing just fine. I was just wondering, thinking that maybe you had like something that was just like constantly in there and not distinguishing between the two games. So, but you're fine. You've got different. You're updating with the specific game you're playing. And if you do, like I said, if you do something that's outside of gaming, and you're stuck for a title, like I don't know much about Monster Truck Madness, and Grave is into all of that, right? That's why I was suggesting, you know, using an AI tool, right? If you don't actually know what to put in there, right, you can just use an AI tool as an helper. Because there are sometimes videos that I do that aren't related to games, and I'm like, I don't know. How am I going to make my description interesting, right? When I am able to do lives, I am going to play Monster Jam, Showdown, FS22, and hope Call of Duty. That should work out fine. Just make sure you don't over dilute your channel with too many games though. Because what can happen is that people will be expecting a particular game, but then all of a sudden you start playing a different game, and people start wondering, well, why aren't you playing another game? Or like the original game that they were watching you do that on. Now, a quick way to get around that is just educate people in your channel. If someone subscribes or someone, like if you're going to be doing multiple different games, and there are some people that do that, I call them the flavor of the week gamers, and all they do is they just buy the latest greatest game and they just play that game. And they play for about a week and then they move on to another game. So if you're going to go that route, you need to educate your community and let them know, hey, my channel is about trying out different games, right? And make sure that your subscribers are aware of that, right? So that they don't get confused. Kind of like the 3 J's, right? So you've got Jess and Juan and James, and for the most part, Jess and Juan, they play a lot of farm sim, and in the past they have played other games. And then James usually plays something that is not normally what do you call it, farm sim related. But each of them take the opportunity in the live stream to explain, hey, this channel also features 3 other live streamers, or 2 other live streamers, and we also facilitate, you know, doing other content sort of thing, right? Other games, so. Yep, and keep it to a restricted number. And if you can, try to keep the games related to a certain, you know, subject or genre, right? If possible. But what was your list of games? You got FS22 and FS25, they go together. You've got Call of Duty, which is an action game. And Monster Jam is more sort of action related as well. So it's kind of, you're hitting pretty much two niches, simulator and action based games by the sounds of it. So I think a bad combo would be, let me think here. Farming simulator, then you do, I can't really think of anything right now. You're gonna want to keep them together. Okay, whoops, am I full? I need to fill that truck up, I think. I guess, especially, I think sports games, I think would probably be the hardest. Like if you play like NFL or hockey or something, like one of those games, and then you try to mash it in with another. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna close this up. Oh dear. Ah, tasty. I got Pepsi Zero today as a drink. I think I went the wrong way. I gotta go this way. I'm knocking. That's not good. Let's grab this bunch. By the way, the monster trucks from the small monster truck show, like 2X stream, and they show like the dirt and asphalt race. Ours are coming in Monster Jam circuit. Oh, so they're gonna add car races into it too? That should be interesting. That's gonna add more variety. Yeah, games that have more variety in them are usually the best. One thing that I always wondered, they used to do what was mud buggy racing. Usually, I think in Florida, and it's like swamp buggy racing. Yeah, and they have like these thin tires. I wonder if they have games with that. I think that would be kind of neat. It's kind of like really thin tires, and they just race around in a swamp, pretty much. Like it's just a flooded swamp area. And sometimes these buggies, they get stuck in the water, everything like that. And sometimes there's gators. And it's like a real sport. It's like a racetrack in a swamp. And they have to operate these cars like really fast. It's kind of interesting. I used to watch a lot of that when I was younger, but I don't see it anymore on TV. I'm missing out on all sorts of stuff that I kind of miss. 45 Shonk. 45 Hawk. I'm sorry I woke you up, bud. I didn't mean to. Just think of me as the rooster that endlessly crows and says, time to get up and watch a live stream. A good group of us, Grave and Rocket and Sydney and I are in one of the lives. I'm not sure. Is it the shorts live, or I'm thinking it's the horizontal live on YouTube. So kind of hanging out. We're talking about monster truck jams and videos and all sorts of stuff. Let me just switch over to this. Let's see. Oh, I cleared that all out. Okay. Yeah, we're on horizontal. Thank you, guys. There we go. Now everybody's all together. It's kind of like find the crew. Find the crew. Which chat is everybody in? Alright, we're gonna swing over here and somehow drop this down. Yep. I was just talking about Florida, and I'm not sure, maybe Texas has it too. Swamp buggy races with the very thin tires. I used to watch that when I was young, but I'm pretty sure it was in the more or less in the Florida Everglades more, because it was always swampy. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can just sort of push this. There we go. I'm gonna lock up, right? Nope. Yep, I am. Have to swing this way. Wednesday, get up to 104 with a heat index of 125. That is pretty hot. That is super hot. Texas has redneck races. Hey, you're gonna have to educate me on this. I'm intrigued now. Because I don't think I've ever heard of that before. Biggest group of monster trucks I have is Gravedigger. Yeah, that's a pretty big monster truck. I recall Gravedigger and Bigfoot. Bigfoot has always got like a reputation. Magnet race. I don't know what magnet race would be either. Are they use magnets on vehicles? REC race out in the middle of nowhere in the mud and woods. Oh. Okay, I would be that would probably be good to see. Especially if it's in the mud. Lots of mud is good. Okay, I think I've got 2 more trees there. Pick up. I'm gonna do 180 swing. I think for us, we sometimes have tractor pulls, and then what else do we have? There are some folks that go out to a drag strip and race that way, but I don't think that is as interesting as seeing equipment go into the mud and stuff like that and get stuck. Okay. I think we are completely locked down. Now we're gonna go to the mill and just get this stuff unloaded. Stream Elements is yelling again. I have to take care of Stream Elements. Oh no, timeout for now. There we go. You're timed out, Stream Elements. Oops. Hit the tree. Oh dear. Do this, we're going to meet Dennis Anderson and his own. And he owns the Ride Kings thing, huh? Mage truck. And of course you Gravedigger and Son of Digger. That's a collection there. All right, let's go over here. See if I can fix my steering wheel. Get you back on. There we go. Yep. Make sure, guys, you hit the like button on the video, please. Or not video, on the live stream. Keep on forgetting it's a live stream, not a video. And if anyone is lurking in the background or not sure, you're more than welcome to hit subscribe and say hello. I gotta get myself up in the subscriptions a bit. And of course, if you're on Twitch and hit the follow button, that definitely helps out. And you guys on Kick and Twitch can jump over to YouTube if you want to. All of my previous live streams, I've got short videos, I've got videos, all sorts of stuff over on the YouTube channel. We'll just pull ahead here. Oh. We got about 3 logs in that bunch. See if we can get. Come on. Logs are not working or cooperating today for some reason. Yeah, oh well. It's gonna be a messy stack today, I think. There we go. I think I've got some small logs around here somewhere. Or not. Cold water or cold sport drinks. Gatorade, Power, Awake, Prime. Yeah, those are really good for the hot days. I don't drink them on a regular basis because I find that they have like a salty taste to them. That's probably because of the electrolytes. But I will drink them on a hot day. Yeah, I think that's good enough for the front bunk. Alright, let's go pick up the rest. Just down here. Just jump over here. at 1934 September. All right. Pick up some more. Log forward. There we go. I'll definitely be trying because I'm going to be working at my dad's work, which uses his friend's garage. Yep, it would get hot in there, probably stuffy. Depending on how large the garage is. Alright, let's go ahead and pick up the remaining logs. I'm gonna get over the bikes, please. Thank you very much. Those there. Grab that. Those are out of the way. Not sure how many stacks I have left. I have quite a few. Okay, up we go. I'm going to try going in through the rear entrance because I do have one. It's way down here. Just for something new. I think I'm gonna clean up some of that stuff there. I wonder if the farm, I think this might be full to capacity. I should park that like that. Let's just see. Got more wood in there than what it can handle. Oh no, it's got room. I can go up to 500,000 liters of wood. So why isn't it? There we go. We'll just park here. There we go. I'm gonna clear out this a bit. I got universal auto load. Just pull through here. Just unload here. I went into it the wrong way. Did you ever get the graveyard to work in FS22? No, I did not. It's a bit strange. I couldn't even sell the coffins. It was very confusing. So I eventually just said, okay, well, that's that then. And there isn't a graveyard on this map. I don't know if they'll put one on, so we'll see. Because some of the productions from that map are on this map, so, but it's still it's still getting updates and stuff. But I think Dave is on vacation or something. I haven't really heard from him. And Billy Alpaca, I think, is handling some of the updates. So he released at least this weekend's update anyway, so we're not too sure what's going on. Probably some real life stuff to deal with, so for the map developer. So we'll have to see what happens, I guess. I know that something different is going on because he's not like live streaming as much, so that's why I suspect that there's probably some real life commitment stuff going on right now. Okay, we got some pots. Put this over here. This stuff will be able to be sold, I think. That's an end product. I will give the graveyard a try since I have a whole lot of time that needs to be spent. Yeah, definitely give it a try. Because all you need to do is put the event center down, which is like a placeable, and then in October, one sec, I gotta sneeze. Oh boy, that was a good sneeze. So you put down the event center and you buy a couple of properties on the map, and they'll randomly spawn in the month of October. And then you pick them up, and then you're supposed to take them to the graveyard. So there's two things. There's a graveyard and there's a morgue. So probably maybe you might have to do both. It's hard to say. But for whatever reason, it didn't work for me because I put down both and I couldn't figure out how it worked. So, and if you do figure it out, you'll have to let me know because I'll be intrigued. There's a bathtub, everybody. Bathtub. And we got barrels. We go. These are finished products, so I'll be able to sell them when their price is matured. So, which will be a good thing. And for all we know, if it does work, maybe the headstones actually get people's names put on them or something. That would be kind of interesting to see. Potentially. All right, we got that on there. Good. Oh, it was like I cannot get the graveyard mod. Yeah, you'd have to. I think you can download the map, and then I believe you can just get the mods instead of the map, or you can just pull the. It'll be like one big package, and you just have to find the individual XML or zip files. Sorry. And then you should be good to go. So. Oop. That did not go as planned. Let's just and if it does come onto this map, I'll let you know too, because I'll then give it another try. You're on Xbox? Oh, then you're probably not going to be able to do it then, because it's a PC only map. And the individual zip files are not on the mod hub, so he shares them out on MediaFire. Yep, makes me sad. Xbox and PlayStation. The only reason why they do, the reason why they don't allow script mods on the machines as well, for one, they don't want the machines to get broken. Two, they don't want to be held responsible for anything that is scripted by anyone else. So they basically lock it down. Now, some companies, and I don't think Microsoft or PlayStation will ever do this, but there are some companies that will allow like third-party things on their device. As an example, MetaQuest 3, right? Or MetaQuest products or Oculus products, right? So what they do is they say this. They say, we will give you a developer mode, right? And you can open up that developer mode, but be aware, we are not responsible for what happens to your headset if you use it. So they put that into the user agreement. So if you go ahead and you install something on on the headset, right? You are held liable. And they make it very clear that they will not help you with whatever you put on the headset. They might provide limited support. Limited support would mean that you have to factory reset the device. That's about as far as they would go, which would basically remove anything that you've added to the headset. So there are some companies that do that type of approach. So then what it does is it says, hey, if you're smart enough to do what you want to do, then you're okay, go ahead and do it, but we're not held liable for it, right? So some companies do that, and Meta is one of them. And then you get the other type of company, like Nintendo or Xbox or PlayStation where they say, nope, you can't do it at all. Even if you plan to say that you'll be held liable on your own. So it's just too bad Xbox and PlayStation just doesn't fall into that category, right? It's just that they're being a little bit extra precautious on things. I try to pick this up here. Yep. Mind you, there are some people that find ways to hack those devices like Xbox and PlayStation, and then they end up sideloading onto it. At least that's what I've heard stories of. So I suppose there are ways to do things, but what it means in the end for your device, I honestly don't know, because I don't have I'm not a console player. I need to get a new PC monitor. Yeah, and probably a good idea to get a PC monitor. Some people go with like a TV because of the size, but I've heard stories of people having their televisions burn out pretty quickly. I think because they simply just don't have the same tech as a monitor. I think it depends on the type of TV, I suppose, too. Jailbreaking a console takes years of trying, and it is not for the average user in some cases. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah. I figured that there was a possibility behind it. And I figured it was a headache and a half. or several headaches, probably. Lone Wolf, welcome in. My TV does not have the input for the box. Oh. So it's not, it doesn't have an HDMI port? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's HDMI ports, right? For Xboxes. All right, let's just park over here. And park. That's on there. I think we're going to there, put the strap on. We'll just drive our truck. Only 3 more hours and then it'll be the next day. go this way. A PC box. What is that? Like, I forget what it is called. Something pie, like those little pie boxes. I forget what you call them. Raspberry Pi. No, I'm probably all over the place. I never got into those. They're like little. They're a PC that can fit in your hand or something. Hello, Kiwi Sim Farmer. I forget what you call them. I've had some co-workers and friends that have talked about those devices. I've never. Some of them have said you should try this out, but I never really got into it. But I'm thinking that's what you're talking about, right? Raspberry Pi. Yeah. Isn't that like a PC that's like about the size, something that you can hold in your hand? Like they're really small? Welcome in, Kiwi. We're glad to have you here, bud. We're doing some logging again. Nightbot is broken. I don't have Nightbot. Not me, anyways. So. And I did have StreamerBot, but I timed StreamerBot out. Powerbox for the PC. Oh, you're talking about the power supply. The adapter. That's probably what you're talking about. Single board PC that uses its own OS based on Linux. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Rocket. Yeah. People have told me that they're useful. Always been intrigued to learn more about them, but I've never actually taken the time to try something with them. I think it was because of simple lack of imagination on what I could probably use it for. But I imagine if I watched enough YouTube videos on the subject, I probably could get a better idea or an active imagination of what I could possibly come up with to find that would make it useful for me. But I do have one friend that is intrigued in that, or has used it, that type of tech, and unfortunately our conversations never really went too far on this subject. Which I kind of regret, because now I think, well, I could have learned something from the experience. So but usually I have way too much stuff on the brain, and if I got a full list of things that I'm already trying to learn, I'll usually focus on what I think is more important at a particular time. All right, let's go ahead and grab these trees. You're off to bed, Michael? All right. Well, have a good sleep. And hopefully the heat won't bother you too much. Okay, there we go. Add in there. We're gonna fill this trailer first. Grab this. Oh yeah, kiwi. Kiwi. I think I figured out another way of determining if a person's a troll. The age of the YouTube account can usually be pretty telling. Let's see. I noticed that you can find that information. Yeah, if you like bring up the person's like in the chat, if you bring up their channel, I think. Let me see. Go to channel. I don't know, somewhere it tells you, like, I can't remember in the information, it'll actually tell you how long the individual has been like a YouTube, or when they joined YouTube. Let's see here. I'm looking at Grave Reaper's page right now. Yeah, if you click on more on like a channel for information, it'll say joined. And if it's joined the very day or yesterday, dollars to donuts, the person's probably a troll. Oh. Anyway, it's just a fun fact. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't know about checking like individual channel information, because I don't usually do it very often, right? Usually look at the channel. But the trolls yesterday, or whenever I got trolled yesterday, I checked, and then I was like, oh, I did not know I could check the title, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, these accounts were just made today or yesterday. I was like, yeah, okay, well, there you go. Because nobody, if you're going to troll, you're not going to really use, you're just going to create a fake account, basically, right? So usually that's another telltale sign. You're a troll? Alright. Yeah, I had a troll yesterday. Well, I think it was one troll with 2 accounts. I'm pretty sure. In my chat. So on one account, the individual acted like they were like a 5-year-old, and then on the other account they acted a bit more mature and started asking, well, there was some inkling things about his questions and stuff. I was like, yeah, this is kind of trolly. Anyways, he didn't last very long. I was like, here, bye-bye. But I didn't know that YouTube actually showed how long a count was actually made for. So, and I was like, well, that's good information. I can just bring up their channel information right away, and then I know that they're a troll, and act quicker. But generally, I'm pretty fast anyways. Like, I didn't really give that individual much leeway. It's like, yeah, you're gone. Longest troll ever? Well, of course, Michael. We all knew that. But we try to make sure that we feed you well, within reason, so you don't get too nasty on us. I don't think it works that way. I think there's like a random string. So you generally with every company, there is usually a username and then also a unique user string number attached. Is how it usually works, and I'm pretty sure YouTube follows that. That's why you can have duplicates, right? But I suppose someone could probably, you know, make the mistake, right? No, I'm just talking in general, Michael. All right. But yeah, there was a troll yesterday. Oh. All right, have a good night, Michael. Do, 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 do. Let's grab. Oh, my back hair is going to be gone because of this gaming chair. Is it a leather one? I don't have a leather one. I have like one that's got like fabric material on it, so it's like breathable. I used to have a leather one, but They don't seem to last very long. I put this up here. Da 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 da. Man, that's a lot of wood. I'm gonna head way down here. Here's 2 pieces here. We'll pick these up. Just 1 more hour to go, and then I think I'll probably switch tasks. Because I'm pretty sure I need to do something with the fields when it becomes October. Yeah. Probably like spray or fertilize or something. I like to kind of like split up my tasks. And then see how it goes. Hello, Nick. Welcome in. They're just doing some logging, talking about all sorts of things. I think we're on to gaming chairs as our subject right now. I forget the brand name of my chair. I think it should be... Give me a sec. I'll see if I can find it. When I first started gaming, I went with Ultra Cheap because I was like, you know, it's a gaming chair. What? I could buy better things, right? Let me just check to see what the brand name is, because forget. It doesn't even have logos on it. It's that good. Don't need to put a logo on it. Oh wait, here we go. Up here. What is that? It's really hard. I need to turn on. AK Racing. AK. Yeah. It's an AK racing chair. It's probably the most comfortable chair I've had. Let's bring up this. Is it going to come up on my screen? Yep. Oh, switch. Which one is mine? Images. Oh, they've got a lot of them. I think this is the one that I have. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one. Let's go. It's gonna take us to Amazon. And it's all fabric material. And then I have like the head piece and everything like that. Makes it nice and comfy. Swivels. Fully adjustable. But I also put like in here another set of material. So I actually have something else that was made for me that goes up and down so that I can maintain the life of it. So unless I physically break the arm off or break a caster or something down below, I'll probably have this chair for quite some time. Yours is an X-Roxer. Let's see what that is. I think I have a rough idea what it is. X-Rocker. Is it one of these ones? I've seen these. They look kind of neat. These are, or this too. But yeah, it's kind of a leather material. So that's what I was saying. For some reason, this like material, it's comfortable to sit on and it looks good, but for some reason it seems to deteriorate very well and it's not very breathable. So if you're sitting in it and it's hot, you're going to basically have a lot of sweat, right? This is sounding gross to some of you guys and I apologize. It's going to put a lot of sweat right against a sort of a semi-waterproof material, and it'll like slowly eat away. So I decided I used to have 2 chairs of this in the past before the one that I have now, and then I started thinking, why the heck is it always like deteriorating or, you know, flaking? And then I started thinking about it and I said, I really need to think about the actual material that I'm using. So then this is all fabric material. This is not leather at all. And it's very breathable. So that's why I switched over to this, which is a bit better. You have an office chair? Okay. Well, that works too. Those can be very comfortable, and then they can also be very uncomfortable. So it just depends on what you got. So yeah, if you get a new... Look at this thing. That's crazy. I would not get anything like this. I'll be honest with you. That's crazy. It doesn't look very comfortable to me. No. It looks interesting, but not very comfortable. But yeah, if you get a breathable material, I think it is a better approach. Look at this thing. I could never afford this. This is what, 15K? $15,000 for this? Be really cool to have though. You get all the everything mounted. Three monitors. That takes up quite a bit of space. Oh, and you kind of recline in it too. Not bad. Oh, some of them go up to like 20K. Crikey. Wow. Well, there you go. Oh, since I got the browser up, I should mention if anyone plays PV Canyon Crossing, or sorry, PVRivers. See if I can go to my YouTube channel. I put the note. So I'll just mention it because I was going to mention it on the stream. So since I got the browser up, I might as well do it now. All these people. See. Kiram gaming. Go. Just a very podcast playlist post. Nothing that are post. Yeah, here we go. And just gonna mention it. 1.8 was they did some fixing of the train manure. The main thing I want to talk about is this in the post, and then we'll get back to our regular conversation. Gotta get rid of FS25 limit breaker and basically delete it because he's got a new file before you update. So because there's like a file naming conflict with a couple of files he has. So, and then these are the other items he added, but you can always read up on that later. All right, that's all I wanted to say on the patch notes. Go back to here. Throw that in there. Who the heck is Nightbot? Nightbot? What do you mean, Nightbot? Oh. Hi, Nick. I'd at your name, but Nightbot thinks I'm being naughty. Oh, Nightbot is... I can show what that is. What the? Nightbot. Ta-da! Your live chat made simple. An essential streamer tool for automating your live chat messages, moderation, and more. Add to your chat. Nightbot. You got cloud hosting, collaborative, user permissions, documentation, action, logging, extensible, all sorts of stuff. I think it's also, it ties into all of these different things. Twitch, Trove, Noise, YouTube, Scop, Twitch, Discord. I think it's in Discord as well. I don't know why they don't mention Discord. There we go. Me, I don't use Nightbot. I've got Stream Elements. Some people use, what else? Streamer Bot. There's a few different bots out there that you can use. Sometimes bots are handy, sometimes they're not. Okay. I'll move this over here. Pick this up. You hate Nightbot? Yeah, Nightbot can get a little bit chaotic, I think. All right. Act as a moderator too. I see some streamers that do use Nightbot. Yep, there are. I think Kiwi uses StreamerBot. Argsy Gaming, there's quite a few that I know that use it. And myself, I've used a few different types of bots. Stream Element seems to be the main one that I use the most. MGL, welcome in. Just doing some logging here. Let's just move this a little bit back. I think that's good enough. We'll go up here. How is MGL doing today? I will be lurking in the background. Oh, fair enough. Feel free to lurk away. This right here, I guess. I'm gonna pull this back. I can probably put the last log on right here. Okay, yep, no worries. Okay, let's fold this up. Yeah, I think we're gonna head up to the lumber mill to deliver this. I think I'm doing quite a bit of damage on getting rid of the trees. And what else did I do? Oh yeah, I have the latest version of terraforming installed. I guess another update was made. Also to the terraforming vehicle list mod. I'm not saying the exact name of it, but I'm pretty sure anyone that uses Terraform knows what I'm talking about. There's a separate mod that contains the list of supported vehicles. So updated that. I'm probably not going to be using it quite yet. We're almost there. I'm waiting for basically for me to clear out that wooden area. And I don't think I have any information to share on FS Miner unless he's posted something. Because the listed, like, I know he has it working, but I think he's tweaked his version. So the public version, I don't think works with his mods quite yet, is what I want to say. I think so. I'm just going to wait until someone actually says that all of his mods work. FS Miner's mods are work. So it's only been out for a week, so I don't expect everything to work. Is what I'm trying to say. But I keep on watching the videos. What was it? The Clutch Simulation did a video too on it. And I've watched RXZ Gaming's video, and I think, what's his name there? I just said it. FS Miner has done a video too. Oh, Kiwi, just to mention, because I know you're lurking, RXZ Gaming is building a map, apparently. He has a teaser video, and it's based in, the map is going to be in New Zealand. So, from the teaser video, looks pretty impressive. So, I'm even thinking I'm actually going to play on it as another map live stream series, I think. As I was looking at it, it's like, this is looking pretty good. And his teaser video was interesting because he kind of added like the farming history of New Zealand or something, which I thought was kind of cool. So I would definitely recommend watching that. It's like amazing. But it looks like a very open-sized map, and it feels like a map that I could probably sink myself into. Added Nightbot to your channel. Yep, give it a whirl. Try out different bots and stuff like that, just to see what works best for you. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. So I'm quite impressed with what he's done. So based on the video, so I think I'm honest, I'm going to give it a shot. I'll probably do live streams on it. But I've known RXZ for quite some time. I've been a part of his community. Well, when I first got into Farm Sim and doing multiplayer and stuff, I was part of his community. And I don't know. I've seen his community just grow. So he's done like content videos. He's done, I don't know, tutorial videos, live streams. He's got a huge Discord that has grown. And he keeps on, I don't know, expanding his horizons because he's got a few mods on the mod hub, and now he's getting into maps. So I think it's kind of cool. Always fun. And then he's done the Farm Sim League as well with Farm Sim Guy. So he's like all over the place. So trying all sorts of things. It's interesting following how he's progressed, because I remember all he did, I think initially, was like auto drive content videos or tutorials for Farming Simulator 19 is what I recall. I think even the Farm Sim guy started at that time too. So they kind of grew together. Interface some history into the gameplay storyline if roleplay. Well, that would be interesting. And one thing that MGO that we take for granted is that we do have NPCs on the map, right? Including, well, there's a creepy guy that normally stands here, but he's not here. But there are NPCs, so it would be interesting if he has actually done that. Use the NPCs to try to tell a story or a role play story for New Zealand. So we'll have to see, I guess. Yeah, we're just going to head back to the farm because I need to see how my fields are doing. Still here, just looking on Amazon. Okay. Weeds are medium. Needs... Oh, I forgot to roll my fields, guys. Dang it. I knew I forgot something. Okay, well, that's just too bad. I got too distracted yesterday on the live stream or something, or I should have wrote something down to say you need to roll your fields. So we need to get the sprayer out though. Which is the next at. It's right there. I have to move a tractor out of the way though. So yeah, so we'll have to see. And you make a good point, MGL. It's possible that he might put some sort of historical roleplay to it. And that's something we'll just have to wait and see, I guess. And it's good to draw that kind of conclusion because of the way the video was created, or the teaser video where he supplies the history, right? So we're just going to have to wait and see what it comes out to, but that's a good observation to make. Okay, where did I put the next at? Over here, I think. Yeah, I think I have to pull out. I'm just gonna leave this guy here. And I can push it forward if I have to. Maybe I'll put it over here for now. And we're going to put on the most difficult module now. That is painful. Kiram, I'm going to do a video on my new addition to my Monster Jam truck collection. Do you mind if I have live running in the background? Yeah, you can if you want. I don't mind being in the video somewhat. But I appreciate you letting me know and asking my permission. It's a good thing to do that. So if you like make a video or a live stream, always get the permission of the other person first, just in case. So good job. Yeah, so I guess we'll if he's made a teaser video, I have a feeling we'll probably see it perhaps fairly soon, hopefully. That's my guess. So we'll have to wait and see. Let's move that there. And it's good that it's a New Zealand map, because I don't think there's a lot of New Zealand maps. So there are a few Australian maps that have come out, so I think getting that part of the world, basically, I like to see more of. New Zealand and Australia. He said soonish. So that means soonish. I can't give any more thought on that. All right, well, everybody, it'll be soonish. We'll have to wait. Everybody rush to like Google and look up soonish. Okay, I have to back this up here. I think I had some weather pattern issues here. Let's see. Okay. That's a long boom. Okay, and you know what? I'm actually gonna hire an AI worker to do this, and we'll see what happens. I haven't actually tried the AI worker. Start with headlands up and hit okay. Or does this not work with, this might not work with AI worker. That's a possibility too. Never mind. I don't think this works with AI, does it? Okay. How do we... turn on... There, I think it's doing something now. I got the spot spraying and everything going now. This is liquid fertilizer too. So it's doing, oh yeah. So I have to actually switch out. That is roughly in X days divided by 7 years plus 23K. Oh my god. That's what soonish is? Wow. Man. I call false advertising. False advertising. That's that back up here. I was trying to speak in algebra. Oh. Oh my god, you had to use that word. Ick. Algebra. Next you're gonna say trigonometry. That's like quadruple ick. I'm sorry to say. Can't stand that stuff. Horrible. Horrible, I tell you. And we're gonna back up here. Yeah, so this field is 100% fertilized, I think. There's some light spot spraying happening. Very subtle. That'll be about as long as piece of string. Yes. But that string could be endless, though. That's the thing. That still doesn't give me a solid answer. Soonish. I'd die laughing if Argsy Gaming is actually lurking in the channel listening to our conversation about his choice of words for soonish. And how we're trying to figure out a mathematical or some sort of, you know, way to calculate a time frame on the matter. Alright, we're gonna head this way. I still get some lines in here, which is kind of weird. I'm not exactly sure why it does that. I have a feeling it's a Nexac thing. If I die, I can't play the map. Oh, I was hoping to come back from the grave and play. That'd be my greatest achievement and dream. What? You didn't go to heaven? No, I came back to play the map. I wanted to come back and play the map. I'm determined. Maybe one day they'll have it where you can actually upload your consciousness into like some sort of like AI, and then I could come back and play the map. Nothing would stop me then, until someone says, "Oh, really?" and they go up to the wall and they unplug the power cable. We'll see about that. And I'll be like, no. Meanwhile, like 50 million years passes and someone from the future finds me unplugged. And says, what the heck is this? Okay, where's the... Oh. You back up a bit, I think. All right, you're back on track. Yeah, I still have these like pathways here. I don't know what causes them. I probably should check to see if tram lines have been shut off. Maybe I accidentally turned tram lines on. That could be what might be causing that. How's my application? I'm pretty sure fertilization is like at 100% because the needle is not moving once, not one bit. But there is certain areas where it's just below. But this yield will be all way better than before. Head over here. All right, I'll see you when you get back. One thing too that I'm looking for is to see if the Chilliwack map comes back or the Fraser Valley map comes back in Farming Simulator 25. So I live in the Fraser Valley and I live in Chilliwack. So Fraser Valley's the region. So I'm like 15 minutes away from both maps pretty much in real life. So I was shocked, literally shocked to see that there was actually a Fraser Valley map. um, for Farming Simulator 22. I was like, this is crazy. Who would want to make a map right where I live? That's like, not to say this isn't bad area to do maps. It's very beautiful, but you know, just seeing something like that happen, right? And it's like, what are the chances, you know? Like your own literal town where you live, someone has built a map where you live. I mean, what are the chances of that? Like, you know, it's like almost like winning the lottery, practically. So that was pretty much me. I was just shocked. I was like, what the heck? You know, I was like, I don't get it. And so I started playing on it. I was like, well, I gotta play this map because it's where I live. If I don't play it, people are gonna say, what kind of person are you? What kind of farm sim person are you? So I played both of them. So hopefully they'll make it over to 25. And I will play them again. I'm kind of curious because the amount of detail that was put into both of those maps was like jaw-dropping, literally. For 22 graphics, and I was like, well, I wonder how it's going to look in 25, right? If my jaw literally dropped for that. I was like, crazy. So yeah, so hopefully we'll see that. I don't know if that will happen. We'll have to see. I'm kind of confident that we'll see the Chilliwack map because I noticed Chumpy Farmer, he's the developer, Chumpy Farmer, his Facebook page logo has changed. So I imagine maybe he's considering working on bringing it to FS25. And as for the Fraser Valley map, which is by Hilly Farms, I believe Chumpy and Hilly collaborated a little bit on the Fraser Valley map, or there was most of it was all done. It was all done by Hilly, but I think that there is some sort of connection between Hilly and Chumpy to a degree on some aspects of the Fraser Valley map, but I can't remember in what retrospect. And both of them are 4X maps, so that made things interesting. So fairly large map. So we'll just have to wait and see. So I imagine for me, I like throughout my whole game experience, I will be on this map, but I will probably bring in a few select maps here and there that usually if I choose a map, it has to have some meaning to me. I just don't take like the latest, greatest map or whichever map has just hit the mod hub or whatever. Most of you guys have probably picked up on that because some people have mentioned, well, this map is released. What do you think of that, right? And I haven't really jumped on board, right? So I'm a bit selective whenever when I choose to play on a map, essentially. Trying to think. I don't think I play very many American maps, to tell you the truth. That much I will say. I've done Australian maps and I've done Canadian maps in 22, and I think that's about as far as I've gone, I think. You got the map uploaded? Excellent. I will have to check it out once I get the live stream done. Oh wait, was that a crack of lightning? Nope, not things. And I'm going to have to spray with weed killer, I think. Or am I at the edge? Actually, I think I'm at the edge. Yeah, I'm all done. So we're going to fold this up and we're going to have to swap out the materials. Oh, that's in the way. And it's 3 a.m. We're slowly getting to where we need to be. I'm going to actually park these particular boxes, I think, in behind here. This shed, I guess. My bale storage here. Let's see if I can somehow unload. Okay. How do I unload? I just have to hit I. There we go, that works. And then we're going to fill up the sprayer. Oop. Why the heck are you doing that? Oh, I know what I did wrong. I gotta fill up with herbicide. Oh, I still got one more thing to empty out. Half of my hopper empty. Yeah, there we go. And my fertilizer, that was my fertilizer. I just need my liquid herbicide here. Hopefully I can pick up that crooked box there. Not sure if it's going to do it. All right, MGL. I'm gonna have to wait till daylight, I guess. Alright, herbicide sprayer. Put this bit. I think I'll just get this guy set up and positioned. And we'll most likely look at just resuming our log pickup till the sun comes out. That'll be the plan. Pretty good. This guy out for a drive. Do 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 do. Let's just spin in here. All right, we get this all picked up. My gasoline is getting a little low. It's okay, because I got gasoline on being made. Okay. I'll put that down there. There we go. That on there. Ah, I knocked that out of the way. This oh, yeah, I'm gonna go for at least about another half hour on the live stream. So it's gonna be probably a 3 hour, yeah, about a 3 hour live stream. Good enough. I think I got carried away one night where I went way beyond. I just got lost focus of time and was just having a good old time. I think when I was playing around with the Nexat, next I know it, it's like, oh wow, what happened to the time? Hello Etsy, how's it going? Turning off all my alarms so I can sleep in. Yeah, I'm probably going to do that too tomorrow. Just kind of rest. Doing quite well, thank you. Just doing some logging here. Mess of logs. Kind of a chill, I guess, Friday night or Saturday live stream, depending on where you're at. But yeah, Grave, I'll probably end up sleeping in tomorrow too. Grabbing all the lumber. I got that log the wrong way. There we go. Put this on here. 97 views and 11 subs for your channel. See, that's a good start. You're getting there. Okay. I'll strap that down. So just keep on making videos. Hey, just remember to do that. Keep on posting, making videos. Also, another thing is the data that's gathered within a year will roll off, so just remember that. So it's not like the amount of views that you get now, they're not 100% banked. So if you have like 97 views today, in about a year those 97 views go back to 0. So, and the reason why they do that is because YouTube wants you to keep on making new content. Okay, I need to unfold this. I grab the next batch. And I need a bit more light. There we go. So I'll probably have this area completely cleared of the cut wood by probably the end of next stream, is my guess. And then from there I'll have the stump grind. I'll probably buy a new stump grinder, one that's bigger than what I have. $29? Oh wow. I'm up to 600 and something videos on mine. 668 or 67, I think, last I checked. But it grows over time. And whatever you do, don't delete your videos. Unless they're really, really, really bad, meaning they're completely not appropriate. That's what I mean by really, really bad. Like all of my starting videos I've kept on my channel. So I just keep them on there. They're appropriate for YouTube, but I would admit they're not the greatest, but they stay up there. All right, Da, da, da. See if I can go on this side. Nope, I can't. Have to swing the other way. But something else that you can do too, like if a video is that you feel it could be done better, like adding graphics or effects or something to it, if you figure out a way of doing that, or you gain the skill sets, you can download the video, edit it, and then re-upload it. That some people do that too. Some content creators do that. I know some content creators have a large repository of videos, and they just re-upload the video like about 2 years from the date that they had actually originally made it. Some content creators do that too. But you have to be a bit careful with that, because if you re-upload and you're doing it too frequently and people are aware that you're doing it, you could probably lose viewers that way. I think TikTok is notorious for that. Essentially, I think the people that do that choose videos or content to re-upload again when people have forgotten about it, meaning it's that old but it's that relevant, right? And sometimes they'll make something slightly different with it too. Okay, yeah. Some people repeat their stuff. There's actually one that I never get bored of. I'm not going to show it on the stream, but I'll post a link in the chat. I get a kick out of it all the time. Let me just see if I can find one. I actually think I put it in... What was it? I think I put it into my channel at one point. I'm not sure if one's coming up. I don't think any of the shorts are coming up. The YouTube short too. Nope, I don't have one to show. Oh well, never mind. It's like the dancing baby videos. I think I shared one of them in Discord. But what the guy did was, it's the same thing, same premise. He just slightly changes the baby every time, right? Heading off now. Catch you later. Alrighty. Thank you for being in here, Kiwi. Yeah, I'm going to be ending my stream in 10 minutes-ish. So, and then I'm guessing you're probably live streaming. So I'll probably send my peeps to you. I don't think there's any more logs. Let's seal this up. Oh, there is one log left. That's okay. I can probably get in between that log and those two logs on the way back. In about 10 minutes. Okay. Yeah. That's when I'm ending my stream anyway, so. So I will probably see you in your stream. Normally on a Friday night I probably could go a little longer, but I am feeling a bit tired. So I'm just gonna keep live streaming till top of the hour and then redirect. You're very welcome, Kiwi. There goes the train. Is there any paper here? Yeah, there's one roll of paper. I still got a lot of goods coming out. I don't know where prefab walls go. I think they just get sold, if I'm not mistaken. There, that whole load went. 133K. That's a lot of wood. Once that area is cleared out, this forest over here, right here, this is where we'll be logging. And most likely I'll just cut the tree down and I'll just skid them into the lumber mill. I think is probably what I'll end up doing. And I'll be replanting the whole area too with trees. So that way I don't have to go such a long distance, right? Da 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 da. And whoa, whoop! I launched my truck. I haven't done that in a long while. That's definitely a crash. All right, MGL. Enjoy your dinner, sir. You're welcome. I'll probably be in Kiwi's stream a bit, lurking in the chat, watching. So I'll be around somewhere. I gotta turn this around. That, oh, I gotta go this view. This one's a bit better. Okay. Yeah, so once all of the logs are picked up, the plan will be to stump grind, and then hopefully maybe I'll have terraform running, and I probably might terraform the area a little bit, potentially, just to flatten it out and then put in some sort of field or something. That's sort of the plan that I have within this little area. So grass field with animals, basically, of some sorts. I'm not sure if it'll be one animal type or two animal types. Haven't really determined that because I'm not sure how big the pens will be and stuff like that. Also, I'll need to put a silage bunker over here, I think. And put a little, and maybe a shed or a bit of kit, I think is sort of the rough idea that I have. In case people are wondering what I'm going to do with this area now that it's all cut. Am I replanting trees? No. No. I think I'm going to just keep my logging up closer to the sawmill. That way I'm fairly close. The other tasks we need to do, we'll have to figure out what we're going to do with the gold flakes, because I have gold flakes that are just sitting there. I'll probably have to do some more mining at some point. What else? I need to get calcium carbonate over to the steel mill. I still have to do the weed spraying on my fields. My sensor won't kick in because of the how dark it is, so that's why I'm not doing it right now. So that should give you kind of a rough idea of where I'm taking this map anyways. So we'll probably put in a railroad at some point. All sorts of interesting things. There we go. How are we doing for time? Oh, we've got about 2 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and set up my redirects. Yeah, I'll close that out. Edsy, I just subscribed to your channel just to let you know. So, and just in case you do content, it says Edsy Gaming, so maybe you will be creating content at some point. So, let's go ahead and set up a redirect. So we're going to be doing a redirect over to Kiwi. He does awesome content. He's on a multiplayer too. Oh, I almost want to join in. I guess I could probably join in, even though I haven't been able to. Well, I'll think about it. I'm not committing myself. I'm gonna just finish up my stream and then we'll just play it by ear. But I might consider doing that to see how things go over there on his live stream if he needs people or something. But I haven't done multiplayer in a while, so I might consider doing that. We're heading up a getting my thing here set up. Oh yeah, guys, Rocket and Grave, I just popped out a few shorts. So I will check your channel, Grave, and see how things are going over there. Check out your videos. And I'm sending you guys over to Kiwi, so I will be over there, and I'm debating whether or not if I want to join into his multiplayer. I haven't done multiplayer before. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, that's the plan. So thank you, everybody. Please like the live streams, share them out, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Happy farming.